when you're in a welding shop, don't touch any steel.
Clear. A little bit more. A little bit more. Right there. Alright, more. Right there.
I am off of the saltwater, the homestead today, away from the coast and up here in cold Stony Point, North Carolina. And I am a happy man because I am picking up something that is new to me, a land leveler from Catawba Attachments. And we're going to go around with this good looking fella right here, Cody Dellinger. He's going to show me their operation. Guys, thanks for stopping in. I think you're going to enjoy something a little different from us here today. No catch, clean, and cook today. It's a little too chilly. We're just cooking up some new farming implements and grading attachments for the Catawba Tractor.
Everything we got going on.
Guys, there are a slew of tractor implement manufacturers around. We'll kind of get to why I'm here at Catawba Attachments here in North Carolina today, but Cody's going to take us into the shop, and guys, you're going to see a state-of-the-art facility here in hometown America, right?
Yep, or at least we like to think it is.
Yeah, small town, hometown America. All right, before we get into the shop here, Cody, tell us what you are manufacturing in here that's geared to the small landowner like myself.
All right, so we've got our tractor grapples, which are probably one of our most popular items.
Okay.
We sell a lot.
Are you talking tractor type grapple for like a compact tractor?
Yeah, so we make everything for subcompact all the way up to your big tractor. So we've got like a little 54 that would go on like a BX style Kubota.
Yeah.
And then we've got everything up to a 66 that's going to go on your big 75 horsepower, 80 horsepower tractor.
So your farmer or your small landowner that already has, say, a BX or an L series Kubota, something along those lines, or the farmer that's out here row cropping that has the front end loader and a third valve function, instead of having to go out here and spend 60, 70, 80 on the skid steer, they can get a grapple to do a lot of the tasks that they would be getting a skid steer for.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can get a lot done with the tractor and grapple on it. I mean, you know, I had a tree fall recently in my yard, and I was trying to do it all by hand, and then I got smart, took our little 2501 home and started using it.
That's what I've got, 2501. Love that little truck.
We put a 55 on it, actually our first prototype grapple.
Yeah.
And put it to work.
Yeah. It sure beats doing it by hand, doesn't it?
Doing it by hand.
Let's go in here and take a look at some of that assembly and the manufacturing process for those grapples.
Yeah, this machine's actually running our root style grapple.
Oh, check that out.
So you'll see.
It's actually like a CAD drawing.
Yeah, so right now, the head, all right, so it's cutting these are little base plates, but yeah, it's essentially a CAD drawing. Cool. That's how it cuts it out. And this is 3/8 thick, grade 50.
Grade 50, 3/8 thick.
Yeah. We used to use 836 before we got into like really heavily producing all the farm stuff, and then we switched over to grade 50 on everything.
You're not skimping on materials, are you?
No. So we got grade 50, and then we use a lot of hard ox too.
Okay.
Hard ox is not cheap, but I mean, you're not going to break it.
You're not going to break it, and you're going to pay for what you get too as the end consumer.
Yeah. You're better off in the long run.
And your name's going out on it, so you definitely want it to hold up. So this is pieces that are cut out for these grapples.
These are for the dual lid root grapples. So that would be one of the lid tines, and that's your 3/8 thick steel. And then these guys would actually get machined, and we put a machined pin on the dual lids.
Man, that's good looking steel.
And we try to keep a lot of parts cut out of you.
Yeah, so the guys are ready to just keep on producing,
And
right?
that's where all these right here are actually for our rake grapples. So that's the hard ox that I was talking about. So these would be, that would be your lid tines on a 60-inch. We actually etched it on there to kind of make it a little bit easier.
Okay, makes it easier for assembly.
And it does not cut as nice as the grade 50 because of that red coating, but
Right.
it's all right. We worked through it.
Looks good to me.
And then we made these racks to kind of keep it. There's just so many going through to actually keep up with it and know what's going on. Because,
Right.
you know, you got 4 or 5 different guys working on them. The next thing you know, you can be out of parts in no time, and then you got a problem. So
Yeah,
you
I
actually
thought
see-
I got to cut in here on Cody. I thought I was tall until I got here this morning. I've always said I've been to 6-foot clubs. You got me beat.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know where I got it from.
We've been feeding you plenty of meat and potatoes.
I did actually get into some Daddy Pete's plant pleaser when I was like 5 years old. So,
All right. Well, show me where they're knocking some of these together.
all right. So, well, we got one guy back here packing together lids. Actually welding them out right now. That would be our 55.
55.
And this right here is actually a jig that we use to put these together in. So this is the bottom jig. No measuring. They're all the same.
Everything's going to be the same.
Everything's gonna be the same. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
But that's also something else too. They may recognize this is actually hard ox steel. It doesn't have the red coating on it. We found out we can get 1/4 inch without the coating, and it makes it just easier to work with, easier to weld, easier to cut.
Looks good. Looks real good.
Not as pricey as the other stuff. Still expensive, but a little bit better. But he's welding out lids. We've got Arthur over here who stays busy welding them, and he can lay some pretty welds. Okay, a little bit more.
When you're in a welding shop, don't touch any steel.
You get through these lids, he'll actually put them together like that before they go over to paint. You paint them together, it makes it.
So everything's done in-house, including paint?
Yep, we got paint on the other side. But yeah, all these, you can see some welds. He lays some thick welds on it. Arthur, how many grapples do you think you push out in a day?
It all depends on the day, but I mean, normally about five grapples.
So it's quality.
Either machine.
Quality.
5 quality grapples.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not just 5 quality.
Quality grapple.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's another one of the jigs. That's actually for the top. That's the lid. The bottom jig is over there. But like I said, they'll all sit together in here. We clamp it to these guys.
Yeah.
Tack it together, and it's all the same.
Very
So,
cool.
I know one lid's gonna fit any other grapple we have out there.
Let's go out to the yard and look at a final product. You got one out
I've
there?
actually got some over on the assembly if you want to see them.
Let's check out the assembly, yeah. Before we look a little bit further at these grapples going together, I was just commenting to Cody on, this is the cleanest shop I have ever been in my life, welding shop. And I've been in several. And it's not even that loud in here, other than, you know, some tools running and what have you, but the floors are clean. The workstations are clean. The people are clean.
Took some work to get here.
The people or the
The shop.
the shop. Y'all, this is just, I'm in awe of how clean this shop is. So if you're going to be picking up a grapple or anything that Catawba manufactures, just let me walk up the steps and let you get a view of what's going on back here behind me and how organized and clean these workstations are.
All day long. All day long.
Start to finish in-house. You're making your own product. Start to finish. Cutting out the steel, pressing it with paint, getting that done. Now, these are grapples almost done, right?
Yep, so now they'll go over to assembly, He'll put cylinders on them. He'll run the hoses through it. We'll put them on a pallet, strap it, wrap it up, and it's ready to ship.
Very cool. So which grapple are we looking at right here, Cody?
That is a dual lid. It's either a 56 or a 66.
It's a monster.
It's a pretty good size grapple. This one's actually one we made a special screen for that somebody was wanting to clear out a pond, I believe.
Sifter.
Essentially.
Sift.
Yep, so that's going to go in the front of it. Haven't done that before, but you know, we'll do some custom stuff if we need to.
Well, that's R&D, right?
Pretty much. So maybe something we start offering.
You may be on to something new nobody else has.
Maybe something we start offering. We'll see how it goes.
Very neat. Let's go up to the top of the hill and look at stuff that's getting ready to get shipped out.
Yeah.
Cody is telling me this is the biggest seller, right? This is, what are these?
So these are our rake style grapples. You've got, over there we got 54s.
This looks like,
this is probably a 60. I think we actually.
That looks like a 60.
That's a 60. The 55s are actually empty because they're all over at assembly. Because they sell the most. They're hard to keep.
How many, just if you had to guess, how many are you sending out every week? Depends, right?
I know since we launched that grapple in April.
I'm gonna tell you something my daddy taught me a long time ago. People would ask me, how's business? And he'd say, I always tell them, I'm paying the bills. Are you paying the bills?
We're paying the bills.
They're paying the bills, guys. But these are going out. This is a very popular attachment. I know that some friends of mine in the YouTube community have them for their compact tractors. This would be perfect on my little L2501.
Yeah, our 55 is what I'd put on it.
This might be a little bit too big.
This is a little bit big.
Something
some
a little
people
smaller.
put that little small. There's a little small 54 over here.
But what we're getting at here, guys, is Cody just took me through the original shop. There's like 3 buildings here. It goes from small to bigger because the Lord's blessed your family with continued success.
Keep growing.
And growth. But they started off, his dad started off this company years ago before Cody was even born in 1995. I'm getting old. In his garage. And it has mushroomed into not only a family business, but a business that is benefiting multiple families. Because I'm seeing the men in here working.
We've got close to 30 guys here total, I think.
I'd say you're a major employer for this little neck of the woods.
Yeah, we're probably a pretty good size employer
You
for
are.
people around here.
But I'm looking at these hose kits and the cylinders. You were telling me you're doing all of this in-house.
Yep.
You're building these, you're building every single component. Comes in as raw material, you cut it, crimp it, get it to the right size.
Well, the hose kits we don't.
Okay, the hose kit
Hose
you
kits
don't.
we used to, and then
Got more efficient to have it done.
it got more efficient to have it done because it's just not something that we do every
Right.
day, and we had a line or two bust, and it's like,
Yeah. Let's
get it to some hydraulics
yeah.
guys. So the hose kits actually, they come in as hoses. We have to assemble them, and then the cylinders, of course, are a bulk component.
Well, not to toot your own horn, but I would like for you to tell our viewers who designs all of these.
I designed these grapples.
Could you say that a little bit louder?
I got to design these guys after a week of wanting to bang my head against the wall, but it took some work.
And let me tell you guys, he didn't just grow up around this. You actually went to NC State.
I did go to NC State.
Have a degree in
engineering technology.
So the man learned how to do this at one of the best colleges in the state of North Carolina.
I like to think it's the best college.
Well, a lot of people want to think it's the best. I'm more Tar Heel Blue, but anyways, he learned a lot. You want Holder to
I'll
get
say
to?
We won't go there. I mean,
glad I already bought that thing, right? But y'all, it's a family business, supporting many local families here. So if you are in the market for a grapple for your compact tractor, or let's walk over here and show them what y'all are sending home for us to use today. Cody and his family made us a deal on a demo unit that they had done some video work with. But y'all, it's still brand new. The paint's just scuffed in a few spots. So you never know what you might come across, but I was going to do a video comparison of another company against yours. I'm not going to do it, and I'm going to tell you why. One, there is not a comparison. I'm looking at the steel on this. It is stout, y'all. And the company I was going to do a comparison on is about, to be straight up, about $1,000 cheaper than this one. But you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. You're not going to break this.
I hope not.
You're not going to break it. And for me, I have always bought tractor implements based on longevity. I'm not just using it once in a blue moon for myself.
Yeah, we want it to be a lifetime implement.
It's a lifetime implement. And I'm not worried about hanging up on a root or a small stump. This thing's going to hold up to it. The blades are replaceable on it.
Blades are reversible and replaceable, so if it wears down, you can flip it.
It's got these shanks just like on my box blade, so if I need to do some ripping, I can.
You can use them if you need to do some ripping. You typically don't have to, because those angled blades cut in pretty good.
And look at the, I'm gonna call it a moldboard for lack of better words, but the sides right here. Look how tall that is. What is that, about 14 inches?
Somewhere around that.
And
then the replaceable shoes.
Replaceable skid shoes. You're not going to see that on all of these economy brands out here.
Yeah, something else we do is we put a plow bolt in there instead of that carriage. A lot of companies do a carriage bolt, and you know, it wears down.
Yeah, you can't ever.
That plow bolt, you're not going to wear it down. Steel is going to start wearing down with it. But they'll last. I mean, that'll last for a long time.
I am thoroughly impressed. Guys, we're going to wrap it up right here because I'm try not to be too long-winded. Plus, I want you to go to their website, CatawbaAttachments.com.
You can go to CatawbaAttachments.com or Catachments.com. So C attachments.
We'll put that in the description.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there.
It is. But y'all, they make way more than just land levelers. Some people call them land planes. Some people call them great alls, which is a totally different thing altogether. But people call them a lot of different things. It has its place in the grading and landscaping world. They also make all kinds of stuff here, y'all. So go on their website, check out what they do make, and give them a shot. American owned, local here to North Carolina, supporting 30 families out of their shop here where the folks are working. You're not going to go wrong with them.
I appreciate it.
Cody, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
And we will see you on the next one.
Sounds good.
We'll see you guys. Good Lord willing, in the creek don't rise too high.